All right, well, it's July and it's been a kind of crazy start to the year. In this video, I'm gonna give you an update on prices in the city, prices in the beach, prices in the mountains, trends that we're following, and some really good news on a macro front. So, my name's Kent Davis. I've been living in Panama since 2007, married a Panamanian, have 3 kids, 2 of whom are in the Panamanian school system, read the newspapers every day, the local news, and try to bring you as much insight as possible if you're thinking about buying or selling property in Panama. So, first things first, let's talk about prices in the city. Rents in particular are going through the roof right now. Good news, actually. We've been watching that trend since about October of last year. So we're going on 1 full year of price increases. Rental properties in the city. And that's good news and might actually influence purchase price, sales prices in the city, because of course, if it's an investment property, that means that the asset is producing more, people are willing to pay more for it, etc. A couple buildings that we've seen significant rental increases: Luxor 400, which is in El Cangrejo, Allure, which is in Bella Vista, right on Balboa Avenue, Trump Ocean Club, or the Ocean Club, JW Marriott's got a million names. Prices have come up there almost across the board on these newer properties, but in particular those buildings. Same thing, Costa del Este, Parkside, Riverside, seeing some nice gains of between 10 and 15% rental increases. Staying in the city a little bit, gonna give you some news on the pre-construction market right now. That's condos for sale. Now, in development, we've seen in the last 10 years, not a whole lot of price appreciation over on that side. You buy a property, doesn't really go up significantly. However, that's because we've been really reduced in terms of we've been restricted by oversupply. These builders keep building and building and building. Well, we've been tracking the trend and we're seeing finally that, number one, new supply is down by almost 18% in terms of new developers delivering buildings, units for sale. So it's like a developer builds, he pre-sells, and then he's done. We've seen those completed units that sit on the market get reduced by 18%. We've also seen a very significant, I want to say about 15% reduction in new supply even getting started. So between new projects even starting and new projects all the way going to the end and not being completely unsold, both are significantly reduced. So that's good news. Okay, 2 really good pieces of information that I am so excited to share. Number 1, Panama is off the gray list. Yay! We love that. That's big news for European buyers who were not able to purchase property here before because their bank said, no, you can't send money to Panama. They do bad stuff. Well, finally, whoever that commission is, European Union or the European Banking Commission, whomever, we're off their gray list. And it's been like 5 years since we've been on the gray list. So that is some headwind that's now gone. Another headwind that's now gone that also gives me a lot of confidence that we are finally seeing a push towards price increases in Panama on resale properties is the dollar has been weak for the last 6 months. That's a big deal for Panama because obviously as an American, you're traveling in like Europe, Canada, wherever, stuff feels a little bit more expensive. The opposite is true for folks from Europe, Canada, anywhere that's not on the dollar. Panama gets cheaper. You come here, your hotel feels a little cheaper. Your real estate feels like a bit better value because you're actually getting a better purchase price because the dollar is soft. And it feels like that trend is gonna hold for a while. It's been going on for 6 months. We've had a strong dollar for like 8 to 10 years. Projects to watch. So we encourage our investor clients to keep an eye on new projects, both at the beginning where they're just breaking ground and at the end when they're getting delivered. So at the end, you've got buyers that bought a long time ago that can't close. Developers calling up saying, hey, where's my money? Well, what happens if you can't close? You call somebody like us and say, hey, I bought 4 years ago, I need to sell. We've got a market of investors. So if you're interested, contact my company. We've got we're watching, and we've got inventory in Alexa, which is going to be done in 3 months. Great project in Bella Vista, very interesting, 50 to 80 meter units, smaller, great area by the National Hospital, universities, etc. Walk to the Cinta Costera. More project, which is in El Cangrejo. We don't know the developers that well in that building, so we haven't been like gung-ho promoting it, but hey, it's gonna be ready in 4 months. That's right on Via Argentina. It's about 25 stories. Nice, they've got a webcam that you can kind of see what's going on in there. We've sold a few units in there, but we're not really pushing gung-ho because we want to see how it comes out. Armonía, which is GLP, Grupo Los Pueblos, great developer. They are delivering phase 1 here in the next 90 days. So those are 3 projects to keep your eye on because they are almost done, and that's a great time to find a deal. So another word about development projects. The developer called The Developers, killing it right now. We like their stuff, we've sold their stuff. Case in point, Bioma and Cavarrosa. 2 projects that are both 4 years away from delivery. Crazy thing, they're more than 80% sold out. We haven't seen that in a long time. So what we're seeing is absorption, both on the resale level, which is like people buying stuff that's existing, and on the pre-construction level, even in projects that aren't gonna be ready for like 3 to 4 years. So that's good news, we like that. Other thing, and then I'm gonna get to the beaches and the mountains here in a second. Last item on the city is that you've got new records being broken on Ocean Reef, $10,000 a square meter, crazy. You've also got the Daisy project in the city, $6,000 per square meter. So that's like, just quick math, around $950 a square foot out on Ocean Reef, and like $570 on in the Daisy project. So new thresholds are being reached here in Panama, and they're selling. Craziness. Okay, now let's talk about the beaches market. There is a huge project going in right where the brand new road is going in. We are just starting to tell people about it. It's on the Caribbean side. It's an hour from Panama City. I'm still waiting to get the renders of the kitchens and the bathrooms and the living rooms. Far as I know, we're the only ones talking to the developers right now, who, by the way, have completely sold out without even having a website, their first 2 towers. It's like 85% sold out, actually. So they've already more than broken ground. Vertical construction's going up. They've got roads coming in, power, water, right on the water. Beautiful Caribbean water, which means no waves, nicer sand, clearer water than the Pacific, all an hour from Panama City. Shoot me a line if you're interested. Let's talk about the Pacific side right now. So right now, Pacific side is good. It was a busy season. Not enough to drive up rents, not enough to drive up prices, but we are seeing a ton of development in a couple key areas. First area is Playa Caracol, hot right now. Margaritaville already started construction, selling very well. Grupo Los Pueblos owns a giant stretch of land out there that they are doing a great job building on. The future is in Playa Caracol. The roads right now, they're a little dicey. There's about a 2 or 3 mile stretch. It's kind of annoying. I think it'll get completed because once you get there, the roads are great. And once you're approaching that stretch, the roads are also great. We were just out there this weekend. So Playa Caracol is great, but it gets a little wavy. So hey, if you live out there, you got a pool, you go in the ocean when it's calm, or if you're a surfer and you have a 12-year-old like me that loves to challenge the ocean, well, hey, it's a great place to be. We love Playa Caracol. Also a lot of development in the San Carlos area, quite a few projects that are either starting or completing construction. We can get into those on another video. Let's talk about the mountains real quick. Boquete is hot right now. It's been hot for a while. Same thing with them. Rental prices are going through the roof. Availability was really tricky during the busy season. So we don't sell out there, but to our Boquete neighbors, we salute you. We do sell a lot in El Valle and Altos del Maria, which are both about 2 hours from Panama City. That market, same thing, kind of flat, but still selling. El Valle is very limited. You've only got a certain amount of houses that are there. There's not a lot of new construction. So as those start to turn more, and they're turning, we will see maybe some pricing pressure. We'll see. The area around El Valle, though, is doing really well. A lot of new commercial developments because of the new hotel that has brought so many eyes to El Valle, and that is La Compañía. Came out absolutely beautiful. Altos del Marina, slow and steady. Great area, it's chill. I don't see prices going through the roof there anytime soon, although Airbnb is getting very popular, and that could also drive values depending on what happens with that tourism market, which we're always following. So anyway, did you find this video helpful? Can I answer any specific questions that you might have? If so, put them in the comments. We also and so do my colleagues, video tours, property reports, all that good stuff. So make sure to subscribe, and thank you for watching. Have a great day.